Conference for the 2022 NCAA March Madness first round. We are joined by Notre Dame head coach Niele Ivey and student athletes Dara Mabry and Olivia Miles. Fighting Irish head coach Niele Ivey will give a brief opening statement before the student athletes receive questions. Following our student athlete availability, we will open the coaching portion of the press conference.
So happy. My first tournament win as a head coach, and my first tournament win with this group. Thought we set the tone early, right from the beginning. I mean, I'm so proud of this group. I felt UMass played phenomenal. I feel like they really threw a lot of punches at us with their half-court shot going into halftime, and then we responded. Second half went up, I think, 18, but just the resilience of this group. We fought, and I'm just, again, so proud to lead this amazing team.
All right, if you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll go far left, front row.
Nathan Strauss, UMass Radio. For Olivia, you're now on a list of 3 players in Notre Dame history with multiple triple-doubles, with Skylar Diggins-Smith and Jackie Young. When you see your name up there with those program greats, how does that make you feel, and how do you reflect on your game tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. You know, those are the all-time greats of Notre Dame, both amazing players. So it just feels like surreal that, you know, my name can be in that company. And after tonight, you know, I felt like, you know, my team was hitting shots, and that's the biggest, you know, area that helps me get these stats. So I credit it all to my teammates. It feels so good, you know, playing with them and just, you know, running the court with them. And they all had my back.
Next question. We will go to our Zoom participants. Tyler Horka.
Yeah, Olivia, I'll stick with you. It looked like you knew as soon as the 3 went through that you had gotten the triple-double. At what point did you realize you only needed one more assist? And then what was that moment like when you put your arms up in the air as you were running back down the floor?
Yeah, I think it was a timeout at like the 8:15 mark in the fourth quarter. I went over to one of my assistant coaches and I was like, how many assists do I have? Because I checked the board and saw that I had 10 and 10 points and rebounds. So I was like, I told Dara and I told Maddie, I was like, I need one more assist. Like, one of y'all are going to get it from me. And then a few minutes go by and I hit Maddie on a wide open 3 and she knocks it down. And that feeling was just so great, you know. Just the connection and the fact that it was an assist for the triple-double was just all the more special. And, again, that connection is just so amazing.
We'll continue on Zoom. Next question, Eric Hansen.
This question is for both players, so go to Dara first. What was it like to have Abby Prehaska back on the floor? Felt like she kind of gave you a nice burst there in the first half.
Yeah, Abby's one of a kind. She's just one of those players that is willing to sacrifice anything for the betterment of the team, and she presented that right away today. Her presence is felt immediately on our team and the others' team, and it felt great to have her back. You know, for numerous reasons. She just brings a spark to our team. She does a lot of little things that are hard to find sometimes, and she has confidence. You know, you feel her presence, and then everybody feeds off of it. And her leadership as a senior, you know, she's been with this group a long time. She knows what it takes. She's been to the tournament. She made her run freshman year with that group. So I'm really happy to have Abby back.
We'll continue with Zoom, Anthony Anderson.
Congratulations, Lady Anthony Anderson, South Bend Tribune. My question is for Dara, a two-parter. First of all, Dara, how did it feel to finally be able to play that first NCAA tournament game? And then you had 5 3-pointers tonight. Was there anything about their defense that you knew you were going to have some opportunities early?
Yeah. Going into it, our scout was really good. We knew what type of shots we were going to get, and I practiced those shots all week, so it felt good to see those go through the net. And as for the first part, I'm just really happy to be here, soaking it all up, but understanding that we're here to win, and we got the job done tonight.
JJ Post via Zoom.
JJ Post, The Observer. This one's for Olivia. You know, going back to that triple-double, you know, usually the points and assists, you know, those are always there for you. Rebounds, you know, it's not, you haven't usually, you know, obviously second time this year, but rebounds is not usually where the triple-double comes for you. You know, what were you feeling today on the boards, and, you know, what helped you get so involved?
Yeah, I looked up at this, like, the board, and I saw I had 7 boards, and I was like, what the? I didn't even realize that I had, you know, that many rebounds. But Coach told us that us guards need to get in there. You know, our bigs were getting bumped around. fouled, not called. So it was super important that we were, crashing the boards and I like getting the rebound because then I can push it myself and just go. And that's how I got many of my assists, which turned to points. So it all just connects.
We'll go back to Tyler Horka.
Yeah, this one is for Niel. Niel, you talk all the time about wanting to play fast, and usually when you guys lose, you say we didn't play our game, we didn't play fast enough. Tonight looked like a track meet. If you guys wanted to run to Norman, you probably would have made it there in time earlier this week. How awesome was it for you to see your girls play so fast? And then even with that lull in the second and the third quarter, you guys got back to playing fast in the second half too.
Yes, we talked about playing our brand of basketball, and our brand of basketball is pace, pushing pace. And we talked about that all week, the last 2 weeks, that an ACC tournament we didn't play fast. And I felt like when we do play fast, it's to our advantage. I like to average at least 20, 25 points in transition, and I thought Olivia did a great job of setting the tone, pushing pace right from the beginning. Like I said, it's something we work on all the time. We watch film on it. It's something that I stress to this group so they understand that I think we're very dangerous in transition, especially with Olivia's ability to see the floor with her vision. So I was really happy with the way we started, and also, like you said, when we went on a little low, we finally got the stops and we got out and ran. So I was really pleased with our effort and loved the pace today.
With no additional questions for our student athletes, Dara and Olivia, you are now dismissed.
Thank you.
If you have a question, please raise your hand. We'll go second chair inside on the right.
Neil, what did they do? Matt Votor, Mass Life. What did they do to you guys kind of late in that second quarter that allowed them to make up some ground? Was it something that they did or something that you guys got out of at that point?
Yes, excuse me, I thought we turned the ball over because of their defense. I thought their defense was really tough. I thought they started sitting off and clogging up the paint. And so we were trying to force the ball inside, and I just didn't think we made, great decisions. And then Breen, she's phenomenal. I think she ended with 31 points. And also Taylor, I thought off of our turnovers, they really executed and scored off of our turnovers. So I thought really it was their defense. They switched it up. They were more aggressive in the beginning of the game, and then they clogged the paint.
Any additional in person? We'll go front right.
Jacob Munch, WMUA UMass Radio. What do you have to say about all your young players in their first NCAA game? They came out absolutely firing, and then to shift the momentum after Breen's buzzer beater, what can you say about their mental toughness?
Yeah, well, we talked about, with them not having the experience, we've tried the last 2 weeks to really present and show and talk to them about what it feels like to be in the tournament. With not having any experience, we had long conversations, a lot of messaging from my entire staff. My entire coaching staff has played in these NCAA tournament, so we try to prepare our young group to understand what it feels like, the atmosphere, knowing that it doesn't matter the seeding. Everyone's playing with desperation. And so I was really proud of the way that they started this game. I thought Sonia got a foul early, got a little bit tentative, but then she fought through that. I'm sorry, what was your second question?
Just their response after Breen's half-court heave.
Yeah. So I had good few words in halftime to really try to stress the importance of keeping our tone, keeping our foot on the gas, making sure that we did a better job on defense, having awareness of their shooters, and also taking care of the ball. So I felt like they responded to that. It took a while. I think we took a couple minutes before either team scored. But then we finally kind of got into our sets, got into the action that we wanted, and then got up and down in transition.
We'll continue with the next question on the far right. Oh, second chair.
You mentioned Breen a moment ago. What was kind of the plan on her going in, and did she do a pretty good job of kind of working against it?
No, I thought she was fantastic, and she was somebody that we've been focusing on all week. I put Maddie on her, thought her was going to try to have size to try to bother her, but my game plan was to try to limit her touches. She played 40 minutes. I thought she played her heart out. She left it on the floor. She got 12 for 18, 3 for 4 from the three-point line. We didn't do our job against her, but again, she's got a lot of experience, a veteran, and I thought she played phenomenally well. So we didn't do a great job on her.
Next question, front left.
Nadja Woods, ABC 57 News South Bend. I mean, Coach, you've been here as a player, you've been here as an assistant, but never as a head coach. So, I mean, how do you feel? How special is this? And how are you looking to get the win in the next round?
Well, it's such a special moment. I had an opportunity to text Coach McGraw today and asked her for some advice. What advice can you give me, Coach, for my first game? And so we had a really good conversation. But, again, I just feel so blessed. You know, this is a moment that I've dreamt of my entire life as far as being a head coach, and to be able to sit that one seat over and to lead this group, this team, is just a dream come true. And then again, this is not, like Dara said earlier, like I'm embracing the moment. I'm embracing every single part of this journey, but I'm also not satisfied, and I don't want the team to be satisfied to just be here. You know, we're here to hopefully, pray to get 2 wins, but I'm just happy that we took care of business against a really tough UMass team. We came together and found a way to win.
We'll go front right with the next question.
This was the most frustrated we've ever seen Destiny Philoxy in her time at UMass. Was there something in particular that you focused on this week to get ready for her aggressiveness?
Yeah, well, she's leading the team in free throws, so we talked about like trying to stay in front of her, try to contain her, and then sending her to Maya. Maya's our rim protector. She's somebody that we know that can help us. And I thought Maya just presence sometimes I think frustrated her, and she had I think 6 turnovers. And again, she does such a great job of getting downhill. But I definitely think that our presence in the paint helped try to contain her.
We'll continue on the far right.
We mentioned, some of the Notre Dame greats that now have multiple triple doubles. When you see Olivia with a performance like this, how high do you think her ceiling is? Because obviously, you know all the players whose names she's now next to in the record book.
Gosh, I don't think she has a ceiling. She's so special. I knew she was special from the moment first time I saw her, and also when she decided to come to Notre Dame, I knew with the impact. She's different, as far as her flair, her style of game. She has great vision like Skylar, but she plays different, just with her flair, her swag. But I mean, it's just incredible that she can come into her first tournament game and get a triple double. And I didn't even think I think she still has so many areas that continue to grow. I'm just really proud. She came in, she was mentally focused, she was ready, and she's engaging, always asking questions. She has a super high IQ. And I'm so proud of her, for her to help us to lead this team to our first victory, and for her to have that individual accolade.
Any more in-person questions? All right, we'll go to Zoom. We'll go to JJ Post.
Coach, today you did a really good job spreading the ball around. Obviously, all the starters but Sonia got over into double-digit points. Sonia herself had 9. What do you think you did, against UMass playing man-to-man to, really space the floor and get everyone involved?
Yeah, well, my goal was to establish our inside game initially, so that was the goal. I really wanted to get out and run. I thought we mixed it up perfectly. Like you said, we have great balance. 4 of our starters in double figures. Well, I thought we shared the ball really well. So they sat off and really tried to clog the lane. I thought we did a great job of making the extra pass, and that extra pass really helped us. And then, again, we had an opportunity to share the ball in transition. So I thought that was phenomenal today.
We'll stay with Zoom. Eric Hansen.
Hey, Coach, a 2-parter here. Can you comment on Maya Dotson's game for you? And the second question is, did you get more out of Abby than you expected? I mean, she came right in and was instant offense and energy right away.
Right. Well, Maya, first of all, she has really transformed our program from the moment she stepped in South Bend on our campus. She is such a great presence inside. She's such a hard worker. Her athleticism is through the roof. And I thought she was ready. She set the tone. She helped us rebounding. And I thought, honestly, she had 2 fouls. And the past couple of weeks, she struggled being tentative with 2 fouls. And I thought she found a way to still stay aggressive. So I thought her play was amazing, especially with having, she was getting banged up down there. So I thought she really did a great job of trying to finish with contact and getting to the free throw line. She got to the free throw line the most today. And to comment on Ivey Prehaska, we were so happy that Abby's healthy. Just to seeing her in the gym the last 2 weeks, working on her cardio, working on her, just getting her rhythm back. She's ready. she's got shades coming on the bus. Like, she's ready. She's a senior. She's waited for this moment. And again, she's battled so many injuries this season. She's had a lot of adversity, and she's just ready to play. She's ready to contribute. She's my toughness. She gives us that toughness and that energy that we need. She's an incredible spark off the bench, and I'm just so happy that she's back with us.
We'll continue with Zoom. Anthony Anderson.
Neil, following up on a previous response, what was the advice when you texted Muffet that she gave you, if she gave you any? And you suspected on Wednesday that you might be a little bit nervous even with preparation. Did you feel nervous at all?
Yeah, well, my question to the coach was, what advice do you have for this first one, for the first round? And she just talked about, just making sure that we set the tone and to stay aggressive, to start fast. So that was her advice. And no, I didn't know how I was going to be today, and I wasn't nervous. I felt like we've been working really hard to prepare. I watched a lot of film on UMass, so I felt comfortable not just listening to the scout, but also just feeling the rhythm of UMass and figuring out my in-game adjustments if I needed them. So I felt really comfortable, and again, I felt excited. It was just, the energy being here. I was ready.
Final question for Tyler Horka.
Yeah, Neil, it seemed like this game had a little bit of everything. Obviously, you guys started out hot. They made a run, had a buzzer beater, had an opponent going off for 30-plus points. How much does all of that kind of help you guys moving forward and saying, okay, we've played an NCAA tournament game. We've seen all of this. Now we're in this thing, and we can just go play our game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be great because we have film now that we can show different areas that we need to get better, our turnovers, our defense, having awareness of their shooters, and also, again, like the momentum of the game. Like you said, setting the tone early, getting up 18, turning the ball over. Like, there's so many areas that we can fix. We do have 24 hours to do that, at least see it. I mean, it's nothing that we can work on, but I think having a game that had a lot of runs, I think that's great because it shows this team also that it doesn't matter how many points you're up. Like, at any moment, a team can come back, and that's the environment of the NCAA tournament. You're trying to survive. So it was great for us to have so many scenarios that we'll grow from because we are a very young group.
Thank you, Coach. That
Thank you.
concludes Notre Dame's availability.